What is up, YouTube? This is PokeSmashTV, and I have a UU battle for you today again, so look forward to that. And before I start the battle, pretty sure that you all have noticed that I have a new intro, and it's something that I made myself, so keep that in mind. I'm not that proficient with video editing, so I did the best I could. Anyway, this is a battle against Kid03Flash. I'll put his link in the description below, and I'm actually using something new that I wanted to try out for a long time in UU. It's the Pure Power Medicham with the choice scarf. So let's see how that works out. The rest of my team is pretty standard, and his team is standard as well, except for maybe the Torterra, which I don't see that much in UU for some reason. And so let's see how he plays around with that. He leads off with the Squillfish, which has the T-Spike, so that's a good lead. And I lead off with my Raikou because I know he's going to lead off with the Squillfish, so I can threaten that one out with a Volt Switch or a T-Bolt. And I know that he's going to switch into his Torterra right now because he doesn't want his Quillfish to die so early in the match. So I predict that and I go straight for the Hidden Power Ice. And I actually put Hidden Power Ice on this Raikou right before this match started. So it definitely worked out in the scenario. It takes on the Torterra in one hit. That's for super effective Hidden Power Ice. There's no way the Torterra is going to live that. He goes in his Rotom. What I'm predicting right now is either a Trick or the Overheat. I go to my Choice Scarf Damana, which can take both with relative ease. And he does go for the Trick and wastes one turn because I have the Choice Scarf too. So we're just switching items over here on the battlefield. And right now I know Scarf Damanta will outspeed Scarf Rotom any day, so I go for the Stone Edge. And incredibly surprisingly, his Rotom lives with like 2 HP. And this really matters. I don't know if that was min damage or not, but this actually quite mattered in the match because now my Damanta is below half health and its survivability is incredibly limited now. So he goes out, he Volt Switches out into his Quillfish, and I know he's going to set up one layer of T-Spikes right now. He's not going to go straight for the Waterfall. So I go switch into my Raikou again, and we're repeating basically the same situation which happened at the beginning of the match. So but in this case he doesn't have a ground type left anymore, so he leaves his Quillfish in as a sacrificial offering, death fodder, and I go for the Volt Switch. Quillfish goes straight down to one Volt Switch because it's generally physically defensive, not specially defensive. So I Volt Switch out into my Damana. That's what I do in situations like these. I go right out into my Scarfer because that's the smart thing to do. Follow my lead, guys. And then he goes into his Rotom as death fodder again. I go for the U-turn because this Rotom should have been dead so long ago. There's basically no point of it just living. So I U-turn out into my Ape Ambipom. And it has the Life Form Fake Out, so basically the standard Ambipom set. And he goes into his Porygon 2. This Porygon 2 is the most irritating Pokemon, the most pissing off Pokemon ever. Right now I've taken out 3 of his Pokemon in less than 10 turns. This Porygon 2 increases the match by another 30 turns. This Porygon 2 increases the match. So irritating. I'm forced to go into my Damana as that fodder because I need a safe switch into my Medicham so I can high jump kick stuff. And Medicham is easily 2-hit cured by anything of Porygon 2, so I need to safely get that in. So I managed to safely get it in. I get it poisoned though, but I forget that he has a Zato on his team, so I go for the high jump kick, and Zato quad resists the fighting type move, so the high jump kick does barely 25% of the Zato, especially after leftovers. So over here I go into my Raikou because you know, electric, flying, good stuff, super effectiveness, etc. And he goes for the Nightshade, and when he goes for the Nightshade I know his full set. He's running the Nightshade, the Roost, then either Dual Screens or Wish Protect. Probably not Wish Protect because he has the Roost on him, so probably Dual Screens then. So I know his set now. I go for the Volt Switch, expecting it to kill, but sadly it doesn't kill. I should have really gone for the Thunder right then, because Thunder would have outright killed the Zato, and that would have been my lead, but with I think 5-2. I think that would be my 5-2 lead. But he goes for the Roost right now, and oh yeah, I'm carrying Thunder on my Raikou because I originally used it in my OU team, so I kept Thunder on there for opposing raid teams. I don't use the weather team myself, but I kept it on there for the other raid teams I might face, so that's always a good addition. And I forgot to change it up to T-Bolt this time, but it really doesn't matter because it's like running Focus Blast. So I go to my ape and I go for the fake out. He brings in his Porygon 2. I know he's gonna recover right here, so I go. So I switch out into my Raikou, and I'm quite behind in the narration because you know many afternoon effects are going on. I'm getting poison, then pressure, leftovers. Anyway, he goes to the recover, and my Raikou's in right now. I go straight for the Thunder just to see how much it's gonna do, and Thunder does a reasonable amount, I guess. Not as much as I was expecting, as I was hoping for, but Thunder does a good chunk. It does 30%, 35%, and then he goes for the Ice Beam, and my Raikou's almost dead right now. So I figured that I'll go for as many Thunders as I can just to get more damage off on him. But I missed my second Thunder. He goes for the recover. So I'm left with a dead Raikou, and he has a Porygon 2 at full HP. But yeah, look at the bright side. At least I paralyzed the Porygon 2, so that's always great, right? And I go to my Blu-ray because I have the Calm Mind, so I figure I can set up on the Porygon 2. And after +1 special defense, Porygon 2's T-Bolts are not going to be doing anything to my Suicune. And I've sped this portion up because all I'm doing right here is just setting up Calm Minds, and he's trying to whittle me down. I have the rest, so that's great for me because I outspeed his Porygon 2, so I can easily go for the rest. I think I'm at +3 right now, and I get greedy and go for the +4 because I didn't expect him to switch out into Zoroark, and he takes me by surprise when he does that. I go for the +4, and I figure that right on this turn I can rest and get back up to full because I'm scared that his Zoroark will pack an attack which will take me down to the range where Poison will finish me off after this turn. Because as you can see, Poison is constantly whittling me down bit by bit. So I go for the rest on this turn, and he pulls out the trick. He's hiding the trick for such a long time. I did not, like, 0%. My expectations of him having 2 Pokemon with the trick was 0% because, I mean, who does that? It really worked on the situation though for him because, yeah, now oh my god, that whole thing is wasted. Now my +4 is wasted because I went for the rest. So I stay in for one turn, making him think that perhaps I'm going to stay until my Suicune wakes up. But what I actually want to do is I want to get into my Medicham without him switching up moves or something which perhaps might do more damage if he's carrying such a thing. So I switch into my Medicham. I managed to live the Dark Pulse, and I'm left with 33 HP. If you noticed last time, Poison did 32 HP to my Medicham, so and I'm left with 33, so do the math. And I predicted switching to his Xatu, and I go right for the Ice Punch. Ice Punch is going to take out 3 million Xatus from that range, and his Xatu faints. And with Poison, after Poison, I'm left with 1 HP out of 262, and he's left with his Zoroark and his Porygon 2. Basically, the only Pokemon that can deal with his Porygon 2 and his Zoroark together are my Medicham, so I have to keep that safe. I have to keep that safe for later on in the match. So right here I go into my Blu-ray as that fodder, and to get off as much damage as I can with the Porygon 2 with a Specs Scald. I wake up, I go for the Scald. It does nothing, not much. And this section, the sped up section, again I'm doing as much damage as I can. And he finally kills me off with the T-Bolt. And I finally have a free switch into my Porygon Z. And right now it's older brother versus younger brother, PZ versus P2. Itachi Uchiha versus Sasuke Uchiha, and I go right for no beating about the bush. I go right for the Hyper Beam, and Hyper Beam will clean out the younger brother. P2 goes down to PZ's Hyper Beam, and now I have finally taken down that Porygon 2 after God knows how many turns. Bad part is that I'm left with a turn of recharge to do, so he's free to go into Zoroark to revenge kill me with the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is easily to hit KO, and yeah, my Porygon Z goes down to his Zoroark, and Zoroark is his last Pokemon right now. I have the Ambipom and the Medicham left, so I go to my Ambipom just to see how much a Fake Out will do, and then probably hit it with the double hit. I go for the Fake Out. Fake Out does a lot. Fake Out does a lot, way over half. It's easily a 2-hit KO on the Zoroark. Zoroark is frail. I didn't know that before this match. So I could have switched out right here into my Medicham as Death Fodder, and then switch back in to go for the Fake Out again. But I figured that winning with a Pokemon with 1 HP is way cooler. So I could have outsped potentially. I thought I would outspeed, but Zoroark outspeeds me, and I go into my Medicham, which is at 1 HP. I was debating whether to go for the whether to go for the high jump kick, but I figure that if it misses I'm screwed and everything comes back to bite me in the ass, so I go for the ice punch, take out his Zoroark, and that'll be the match, guys. So leave a like on the video, comment, rate, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.